Good morning, students. Welcome to video lecture on Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning with Python. Subject code U18EC502A. Topic Python functions. Python functions. Function block begins with the keyword def followed by the function name and parenthesis. The code block within every function starts with a colon and is indented. You can pass data known as parameters into a function. A function can return data as a result. Calling a function. After a function's fundamental framework is complete, we can call it from anywhere in the program. Here, uh, the function can be defined with the keyword def, and we can name the function followed by parenthesis colon, and after pressing the enter, you will get some indented block, the sequence of blocks to be executed. These blocks to be executed within the function, and here while calling the function name followed by parenthesis, and functional arguments can also be used, and this is the basic way of defining function in Python. Simple example here. Define keyword. It is function name followed by parenthesis colon, and these are the statements are to be executed within the program, that is indented block, and the next is calling a function. It is a simple program demonstrating function creation and function calling. One more example on function creation and function call. Here the function name add created, and some print statement is included within the function, and here the function name with parenthesis to call the function. One more program to demonstrate functional definition and calling a function. Just go through two more examples demonstrating function definition and function call. Now here, functional arguments. The following are the types of arguments that we can use to call a function. Those are default arguments, keyword arguments, a required number of arguments, and variable length arguments. The first one is default arguments. Here, the function defined with the def keyword, it is the function name. Function is the function name, and here we are defining function with two variables, num1 and num2, and these are some indented blocks within the function, and here it is the position of function call. Now here in function definition, num1 value is not defined, num2 value assigned with some integer value that is equal to 100, and here while calling the function we are passing two arguments. We are passing two arguments means here the first argument will be assigned to, by default it will be assigned to num1. The second argument by default it will be assigned to num2, and here by default the values are assigned to the variables in function, and that is why we are calling it as default arguments. simple program to demonstrate default arguments. Output of the program. The next is keyword argument. In keyword argument, here we are defining function with two variables, and while calling the function, we are mentioning its key and its value. Here we are defining function with two variables, num1 and num2. Let us assume num1 is key1 and it is key2, and while calling the function, we are uh, passing arguments. Keyword arguments means num2 with value 50 and num1 with value 30. Now here in this fashion, we can call the function with keyword arguments. Just go through simple example to demonstrate keyword arguments in Python functions. One more example on keyword argument. Here the function name student, the first name, last name or variable names are key values, uh, some indented block. Now here we are calling the function student with first name ECE, last name KITS-W. And here one more time, here the function is called with last name AIML and first name Python. Here while calling the function with the keyword argument, you can mention the variable. This particular variable can be mentioned at the first position or at the last position. It doesn't matter. Just go through. The next is a required number of arguments. Here the function defined with two variables, and while calling the function, if some value, only one value is assigned. So here if we pass only one value, it will give some error. So always the function is to be called with the required number of arguments. If we call like this some function, if we call the function like 10 comma 30, it looks like it is a default argument, but here we have to give two inputs while calling the function, or we have to give required number of arguments while calling the function, otherwise it will give error. The next is variable length arguments. There are two special symbols for variable length arguments. The first one is star args. We can pass non-keyword arguments, double star quads, keyword arguments. Now let us move to example. Now here we are defining function with function name star args and some loop with print statement. Here uh, the function is called with 3 3 4 4. Hello, welcome to KITS-W. Here the function is called with four arguments, and here one more time calling the function with only one argument. Here at this time calling function with three arguments, AML, ECE and KITS-W. Now you can observe the output. Hello, welcome to KITS-W. this second function call output, and it is third function call output. You can pass the variable length arguments while calling the function with the help of args. The next is variable length argument, keyword arguments with quarks. Now here def is a keyword, my function is the function name. Here I am passing keyword argument with some indented blocks. These are the indented blocks. Now here the function is called with uh, the keyword argument, means here a is the key, it is the value. A equal to ZRR, B equal to SPG, C is equal to AZS, D is equal to KITS-W. Here I can call this particular function with few more variable number of arguments. It will print the output. You can observe. We'll get the output like this. We can pass the keyword arguments, variable length keyword arguments with the help of quarks. The nested function. Nested function is nothing but function defined within the function. Here uh, the first function is defined, and within the indented block of first function the second function is defined. For every function definition, the function call is mandatory. Here function definition, function call to function 2, and here function definition and function call to function 1. Now here in function 1 I am defining some string with value I love KITS-W, and I am going to print that particular string with the help of function 2. When I call the function 1, it will as this particular string will be assigned to the variable s, and within the function 1 here the function 2 is present, so it will execute and produce the output I love KITS-W. Now one more concept related to function, that is a return statement. Now here the return statement includes function definition, define function with a sequence of blocks to be executed, and some return some a comma b. Now here this particular function will execute the sequence of statements, and it will return some parameters, and when I call the function, it will return the values to the function. Let us check return statement with example. Function with return statement example. Now here it is keyword definition, function name, it returns value num. Now return num square. No, here num is the function argument, and it returns the value num double star 2, means it returns num square. When I call the function here within the print command, the function is called. When we call the function, it will return the square value. One more time here, function called 2 times. We'll get the output. This is the output for first function call, and this is the output for second function call. Thank you. We will meet with the next lecture.